They are back. It's time for Red America Radio. Straight up conservative talk for today's red-blooded America. With the host of Behind the Headlines, TV's Karyn Turk and Dr. Chris Metzler, political commentator and best-selling author. Making radio great again. Red America Radio.
Donald Trump is your president, and if you like it or not, keep the energy you had with Barack. Cause you know this Trump train don't stop. Tell Beto to please come try to take my block. You wanna impeach him? I guess that's what you do when you can't beat him.
Ah, what a great song that was. We're back, Chris, and we're back with amazing guests.
We indeed are, and this guest is absolutely amazing. He's got to be one of the funniest, most energetic conservative rappers there is. Our guests are going to love it.
I know. So Bryson Gray is our guest today, and if you haven't heard who Bryson Gray is, I encourage you to go follow him on Instagram on @BrysonCreates. He's amazing. I've been listening to his music all weekend. We're now turning our kids onto his music, and they're rapping all his music. And what I love about it is not only does he support our amazing president, and he's just a badass conservative, but the best part about all of it is his lyrics are pretty clean.
Indeed they are. Unlike Cardi B.
Yeah, Cardi B. And, we've made some predictions about, Cardi B and that she was going to jump in and get very involved in this Democratic campaign. And it looks like that's happening now. She did an interview with Joe Biden for Elle magazine. Did you see this?
I saw that. Oh, my God. They talked about everything. Her new WAP song. The only thing I didn't hear is they didn't discuss what the national policy on WAP will be.
The national policy on WAP. That's going to be interesting. And I would bet there probably will be something like that. And I have a hunch that Kamala's going to jump right in there. Kamala seems like the type, she'll do anything to be cool, including listening to Tupac when, Tupac wasn't even around and, smoking marijuana. So I'm sure she's going to jump into the game here and, maybe appear in one of Cardi's upcoming videos. They'll do anything to get this millennial attention.
Indeed, they will. And it is absolutely such a clown show going on with this DNC convention. And I said, okay, I'm going to be objective. I'm going to watch the convention. Probably 10 minutes in, I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's a snooze fest. It's unbelievable to think that they had any voter base at all. When Cardi B did this interview with Joe Biden, did you watch it?
Yeah, I did. That had to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. You talk about comedy.
It was comical, and I hate to promote it, but I actually encourage everybody, all of our watchers and listeners, to actually find that on YouTube. I'll post the link somewhere, but it was absolutely hysterical. And not only, I do have to give her credit. She cleaned up her act for the interview. She cleaned up her act. She dressed conservatively. She, polished herself up a little bit. It wasn't your traditional Cardi B, but she said the word free so many times, it was mind-boggling. Free college, free Medicare. It just was, if it's free, it's for me. That just seemed to be the whole basis of the interview. And I guess they're going to catch a few people who are just uneducated on the way the world works. But it's hard to even take it seriously. I can't imagine that there's any Democratic voters that are taking this seriously.
Well, and that's the thing. She's talking about free this, free that, free this. How about this? Why doesn't she just give away all the money she's made, and she can contribute to the national treasury and let them give some of her money out for free? If she's an advocate of free, then do it, girl.
That's the thing. And, we talk about the billionaire globalists all the time on this show and how they're not in touch with the American people and they're not in touch with reality. I mean, Hollywood's no different, and I'm going to lump her in with Hollywood, although she's, you know, a musical artist or a rapper or whatever you want to call her. You know, here's these people that are millionaires and billionaires, and they're talking about, oh, we need to have free this and free that. You know, who are they really speaking to? They're not speaking from their own experience. So how do you even take that seriously?
Well, I don't think you can. I don't think you can. However, they know that they have a group of sheep following them. It would be, oh, I don't know, that old phrase, lamb to the slaughter. That's pretty much what you've got.
For sure, for sure. And, you know, there's a lot of, you know, the memes always, I love a good meme. I know you love a good meme. The memes are trending everywhere. And there's so many good ones. But my favorite is the actual Joe and the Hoe logo that is floating around. And I don't know if you've seen it, but I'm obsessed with it. I think it's amazing. And, you know, Joe seems to surround himself with a lot of hoes.
He does. I mean, and that seems to be par for the course. But, you know, since he sniffs so much, I guess, sniff, ho, no, Heidi ho.
But does he even know what's happening? Like, does he even know who Cardi B is?
No, probably not. And the interesting thing in that interview, he didn't even know how many granddaughters he had. So that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, and he had his granddaughter there with him, who was kind of holding his hand through the interview. And, you know, I have to say, at least Sleepy Joe looks happy. You know, there have been times that I've made comments about, you know, this being elder abuse. And I am going to say on the record today on this show that although at times I do think that he's being puppeteered and it's a little bit of, you know, borderline elder abuse, I do think his family takes care of him. And I thought it was sweet that during the interview she was there, you know, as his sidekick, kind of holding his hand, and, you know, her being the real Cardi B fan. So I'll leave it on a positive note.
Yeah, let's leave it there.
Did you see the article in the New York Post about Jill Biden?
Oh my God, yeah. So that was interesting. You know, I'd heard that before. Oh, and by the way, you can't call her Jill. You must call her Dr. Biden.
I know. I've heard this, but I'm going to call her Jill just because I want to piss her off.
Yeah, but I did see that. You know, I'd heard that previously, but talk about salacious. Ooh la la.
Yeah, so apparently, and I'll explain to the viewers who don't know, there's this article that came out in the New York Post about her first husband came forward and said that she cheated on him with Joe Biden, and they had this illicit affair, and Joe got in a car accident in his brown Corvette, and Jill was in the car, and, you know, he just went on, and, you know, in some ways, I think he's a simple opportunist. Like, I wouldn't put it past, you know, some of my exes or other husbands, you know, to come forward and, you know, say something that's not true. They have before. So, you know, in that way, I kind of feel her as a woman that this could happen once you get into the public eye. But at the same time, in light of Joe and the Hoe and everything else, and because I just simply don't like the Democratic Party, I don't like Joe Biden, and I'm not really a Jill fan either, I'm going to go with the fact that it's a pretty funny article and everybody should check it out.
I agree. It is pretty funny. I just laughed the entire way. It's very funny.
You know, if we really didn't have, you know, American freedom at stake, I would, you know, find this a lot more comical. And, you know, that being said, I think that Bryson, our next guest, and we're gonna cut to the interview in just a minute. I think he really is bringing some fun into our party, and he's breaking stereotypes. He's breaking the stereotypes, those stupid stereotypes that they put on you and I every day.
Every day. And he's just an amazing guy. He's very talented, very great conservative principles, and he's just also a funny guy as well. So that makes it even more interesting. And I think all of our viewers really ought to tune in because, you know, he's the guy.
Yeah, he's the man. And here we are. Let's get Bryson Gray on the line.
So, welcome to the show. We have got, in my view, the foremost conservative rapper, all-around good guy joining us today. Guess who that is? What's up?
What's up, man? I like the introduction. Thank you.
My pleasure. So I want to start off with your critique of WAP. Let's go there.
Trash. I mean, it's a trash song. Honestly, from a creative standpoint, I think it's trash. But then again, I've never been a fan of Cardi B or Meg Thee Stallion. And then from just a moral point, it's disgusting. But what's more disgusting is they held a panel pretty much promoting prostitution, basically. And that is, I mean, I'm just culture-wise, that's like terrible.
Yeah, and it seems to be, and particularly because what they seem to be saying to young girls is, it's okay to be a, you know.
Right.
Right. And that is exactly, that's exactly what they're saying. And so from my standpoint, if you want to talk about uplifting Black women, which they claim that they're doing, and empowering Black women, which they claim that they're doing, how do those two go together again? I don't see it, brother.
They don't. And what's disgusting is when you go on YouTube and watch any video, the WAP video is always recommended in the recommended section. Over 17,000 people have done videos to that song on TikTok. The median age on TikTok has to be under 17. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So basically, you're letting women know you're not empowering women. You're letting women know, like, if you want to be liked, you want to be cool, then you have to be a thigh, you have to have reckless sex, you have to dress like this, you have to talk like this. And I can tell you, no, I don't want no girl like that. So that's disgusting.
And so part of the issue for me is when you talk about values in particular, the left, Democrats, the progressives, whatever they're called, seem to indicate that they are the party of family values. It's a bit comical to me. But from your perspective, when you see the so-called celebrities who are moving, in their view, the left and the progressives forward, what's your critique of that?
Well, in my opinion, like, I don't know like what type of show this is, but it's devilish in my opinion. I don't know how spicy y'all want me to get because I'm a very controversial person.
Spicy.
I tweeted the other day, I said a lot, because I don't know if you realize, but if you go to any of these protests, you'll see, like, if you ever see Antifa, they always have shirts on that say God is dead or something like that. So some anti-God, it's like they got to acknowledge that they don't like God, or they got to let you know that they don't like God. And it shows in their policies. It shows in what they push on kids. It shows in what they push on adults. It shows in what they push in everything. And they're not family values. They don't even believe in family, period. They think the family structure is white supremacy.
And so along those lines, there's all this conversation about Black Lives Matter. All right, I get the slogan, I get the phrase, but here's the thing. But apparently, Black lives does not matter when it comes to abortion. I'm just baffled by that.
Black lives only matter if the life is taken by a white man. That slogan is bullcrap. The movement is bullcrap. The organization is also bullcrap. Everything about the movement is bullcrap. Who said Black lives don't matter? Who said that? So the race stuff they're trying to push, that's also bullcrap. All of this is bullcrap, to be honest.
It's divide and conquer. I think it's really simple. It's divide and conquer. It's a very simple strategy, and that's all they have. And I feel like it's desperation. So, I hope that the majority of America really feels the way that we do. I believe they do, and I want to be optimistic for 2020.
I think it's going to be a landslide because the Democrats have made bad moves. I think if they would have got Bernie, the younger vote would have been excited to vote. Nobody's excited to vote for Biden. And then them picking Kamala Harris as their VP, I don't know who they was trying to pay. I don't know what the plan was with that. I don't know which group they were trying to pander to. Black folk don't like Kamala Harris. She is a cop. So soon as, this is how crazy it is, right? Soon as they chose Kamala Harris as a VP, I got 10 DMs from people from the hood talking about, Bryson, you win, bro, you win. I'm voting Trump, bro. You win. Because it's like nobody likes Kamala Harris.
Yeah, no, how can you?
They are circulating a picture of her though on social media. Pouring some hot sauce and some greens. So there's that.
Nobody's surprised. Did Hillary try that in 2016? I carry hot sauce in my purse.
But see, here's the thing. if I was hosting that show, I would have said, break it out. Let me see it. Because we know good and damn well she didn't have any hot sauce in that purse.
That's a fact. Just like she said she was listening to Tupac in high school. Man, these people have lost their mind.
Yeah, and the one thing that I give her credit for is she has broken the stereotype that all Black people can dance. So
yeah. You know what? That's gonna bring the colors closer because we need to point out Kamala Harris. Look, Kamala Harris, she ain't got no rhythm.
Right.
Well, you want to know what? As the white girl over here, I have to tell both of you, I dance like a white girl, so I feel like I totally fit the stereotype. That's the truth.
Listen.
I know though, now that we know, like, is she gonna come out and start, like, being in these videos? Like, I mean, is this gonna be the move, like a pop culture move for Kamala Harris? Is that where they're going with this?
I'm waiting on either her or Biden to do an interview with Cardi B. That's what I'm waiting on. I bet you it's coming. I bet my bottom dollar is coming with either Cardi B or Beyonce or one of these culture vultures. It's gonna be one of them.
I think she's gonna be in a Cardi B video.
Oh, the Cardi B video with Kamala Harris trying to dance. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to work my way into one of your videos, though. That's gonna be my move. I want to be in your next video.
Listen, you can come to my videos anytime. Anytime you want.
I can't wait. Oh, Chris, we have that on tape. I'm gonna be in his next video. This is an unbelievable day for me.
I love it.
I'll do my white girl dance.
Perfect. That's just fine. Listen, it's just fine. Get your MAGA on. That's all I'm saying.
I do, and I can attempt to rap, but I need tequila for that. So there's got to be a few shots of tequila, and then I think I can rap. So we'll have to do that too.
We'll make it happen. We got you.
I love it. I love it. And you know what? We're going to cut to commercial. We'll be right back with Red America Radio.
Divided We Stand. The Search for America's Soul is the most important book of our time. Best-selling author Dr. Christopher Metzler answers, "What the heck is going on, America?" Divided We Stand is a funny, fast-paced, razor-sharp, savvy critique of the state of our union and the disastrous reign of Barack Obama. Political lion slayer, red-blooded conservative Dr. Metzler offers inspiration and a positive message to America. The way to fight back and win is principle, conviction, and a wicked sense of humor.
In the days of clickbait news and salacious eyeball-popping headlines, you must delve behind the headlines. Things can get so murky on the internet that it's hard to see. Behind the Headlines TV on YouTube delves deep to fully expose the real truth. Each episode, Karyn Turk wades through the swampy news in thigh-high boots, breaking facts down into bite-sized pieces. Subscribe to Behind the Headlines TV to see her dominate YouTube with real facts behind today's biggest stories.
Wow, that was amazing. Can you believe that I'm going to be in a rap video?
I can't wait.
I seriously can't wait. I have a vision for this.
I'm going to join you, and I think that I will be one of your backup rappers. How about that?
Yeah, I'm going to need you as a backup dancer. The dancing is really where it's going to be a problem. We're going to have like a choreographer. Like, I'm going to go all in. Like, I want to actually create a challenge on this. I want our viewers to write in and give us ideas of like what I can do in this rap video. Because I'm definitely going to rap. I'm definitely going to dance. But like, what's the vision here? I need some sort of a vision. I need wardrobe. I need the whole thing. So, I'm in it to win it. I'm going to take whatever suggestions are out there, and we're going to make this great. We're going to make videos great again.
That's right. We are definitely going to do that right here, Red America Radio.
Absolutely. And you know what? I'm really excited, Chris. We're now on Google Podcasts. We're also on Spotify, and we've been getting a lot of downloads on Spotify. So I want to thank everybody that is catching up with us on Spotify. But I also want to make sure that we give everybody a shout out. We got to get some more Instagram followers.
Yeah, come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah, let's go at Red America Radio. And then we also have our podcast every week available on our website. which is redamericaradio.com. So if you don't have Spotify, which I'm sure at this point we all have, but if for some reason you can't catch us there, come on our website.
Absolutely. We're going to be looking for you. We know where you live.
We do. So tell me what the latest in DC is, since you're coming to us remotely today. I want some DC news.
Yeah, well, the House is coming back into session. It's interesting. It is such an emergency. The House is coming back into session, but they won't be here until Saturday. Some emergency that is. Seems to me if it's an emergency, they should already be here. Now, there is some movement both in the Senate and the House on post office funding. There's also some today, I believe, or sometime within the next 24 hours, the Senate is actually going to release its own package in terms of relief for small businesses and others. So stay tuned. We'll let you know what happens.
Wow. Is that the same relief package that the president was talking about, where they wanted to, do away with, the signature cards for voters and all this nonsense that they were putting out there? Is that the same one?
Well, it's the same one, except it's been amended significantly. And so it is, I think, much more reasonable than it has been in the past. My sense is that the Senate's going to release it. They're going to conference with the House, and we'll have something come out very shortly. And tonight I'll be partying at the Trump.
Oh, I am so jealous right now. Ooh, you shouldn't have told me that. I'm so jealous. I want to go party at the Trump Hotel.
Oh, well, we've got to do it together. So, we got to make that happen.
We do. My next trip is to New York. I'm not sure what it's going to be like there. I hear like it's the apocalypse, so I'm a little bit nervous. But I hear DC is not so bad. I hear it's less apocalyptic.
It is. Oh, and by the way, shout out, Turk will work.
Turk will work. That's right. See, you remembered when I almost forgot. Today is our primary election here in South Florida, and we're going to see how things go. But we have the primary election. My husband is running for state committee man. So good luck, Evan. We'll see how things go out tonight. I'll be at some of these election parties tonight, seeing who actually comes out a winner. And I'm optimistic. We'll see how it go and see if Turk's in it to win it.
There you go. Of course, all of Palm Beach and all of the world has to know that in the Turk family, Turks always work.
We do. We work very hard. This is great. This is a good shout out today, Chris. I like this. You're bolstering my ego on this show. That always goes over big with me.
Absolutely, my friend.
I love doing this show with you. I'm so glad we're back at Red America Radio. Everybody needs to buy your book, Divided We Stand, and everybody needs to tune in to my latest episode of Behind the Headlines TV, because the topic that I cover on there and what I uncover is pretty unbelievable. It's all on voter fraud, and all of this stuff that's coming out right now about the Postal Service is just a tactic for the Democrats to distract and to use the post office, because now when their whole mail-in ballot scheme didn't work, and now when they lose, they'll be able to blame the post office. This is how they're setting this up, Chris.
Well, I can't wait to see that, because I know you go way beyond the headlines, under the headlines, everything else.
Down the rabbit hole, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
This has been a great show. We'll catch up with everybody next week. We'll be back here. You got to catch our show Mondays live 7:30. And then, of course, the morning after podcast, where you're catching us here right now, which is heard everywhere the great podcasts are posted. And we'll catch you next week.
All right. Take care, y'all.
Divided We Stand. The Search for America's Soul is the most important book of our time. Best-selling author Dr. Christopher Metzler answers, "What the heck is going on, America?" Divided We Stand is a funny, fast-paced, razor-sharp, savvy critique of the state of our union and the disastrous reign of Barack Obama. Political lion slayer, red-blooded conservative Dr. Metzler offers inspiration and a positive message to America. The way to fight back and win is principle, conviction, and a wicked sense of humor.
In the days of clickbait news and salacious eyeball-popping headlines, you must delve behind the headlines. Things can get so murky on the internet that it's hard to see. Behind the Headlines TV on YouTube delves deep to fully expose the real truth. Each episode, Karyn Turk wades through the swampy news in thigh-high boots, breaking facts down into bite-sized pieces. Subscribe to Behind the Headlines TV to see her dominate YouTube with real facts behind today's biggest stories.
You have been listening to Red America Radio. Straight up conservative talk for today's red-blooded America.
Donald Trump is your president, if you like it or not. Keep the energy you had with Barack. Cause you know this Trump train don't stop. Tell Beto to please come try to take my block. You wanna impeach him? I guess that's what you do when you can't beat him.